Test 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. All that was the one thing was the big gangster. All that was the big gangster. Lord said, flesh is good for the soul. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call. To be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord to kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cooked up with weaponry. Same ones claiming love you. I had no life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success with me. But that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh. Even though we did the wrong thing, my life would have been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name. Now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas. Not knowing that them handcuffs custom made the fight. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was defiant, not knowing that this ain't how we live. This just how they design. Cause when you in the streets, you get more endemic. They don't tell you what be on papers, they no restrictions. My father said how hard had to make us all ass. I didn't care, I wanted fear when I walked past. In a place where the black man's blood is cheap. I think the Lord put it down was on Lake Street. Pissing in a cup, back and forth to court, found in DC school. I swear it felt like I crowned on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my sheep, they ain't hear my voice. Ask me why I'm UPK, I told them I ain't have a choice. They said God ain't 50-50, what's gonna come to pass? The Lord called me out the world, and that's all I had. It was a big gangster.
It's two spots where you feel that might.
Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. It should be pay until it hit the fan. I want power in the throne, nigga, fuck them grams. All I wanted was to be a gangster, but I was realized a righteous man. And now I got the upper hand. Gotta promote this brand. Correct whole multitudes until they all understand. If I can't get that crowd, Lord, then put me in the hands of someone more mighty make me this hit man. Reminiscing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jail. Shit, I needed help. But I was locked up in the judge, but man on the shelf. Having crimes, it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grinding. Now I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody but Muhammad. Cause most these niggas lying, pop smoke. One time for the most high, he made me a cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted was No, the people been waiting for a minute for something authentic. Came in the truth and bossed in it, made niggas regroup. Had to shed light on the false image. You became whole court. Now who the fuck was scrimmage to word for salt? What is good riddance? Don't affiliate with feminist symptoms. I know you feel me, nigga. This is death threat to hip hop. You don't stop that weak shit. I'ma mix your lean with some grimlock. When the last time you heard it this wrong, but I wish falls when the earth inherited by the piss ball. We've been a war, them the ones I'm taking risks for. Ain't got no pics or no cars to hold. Holy angels watch my step, them Glock guard my soul. Can't let them leave my body cold. I know you feel me, nigga. Let the wicked weep and the meek prevail. God never been 50-50. I shall now wait to sleep a still. Let the righteous cry, silence the pretender. A rebel without a cause, as long as I remember. That's taking the kingdom, the only thing on my agenda. Can't avoid me, nigga. Middle finger to the ones that try to destroy me. Revenge of beauty, I'm a beast. I show that bitch she can't eat unless she join me for dinner. My God ain't got no regard for a sinner. Will come up all on like timber. I know you feel me, nigga. In the eyes of terror, I stand still. Go to work for the colony, bring it back to the anthill. Plus everything I drop heavy as an anvil. So you understand like a man in his damn field. I know you feel me, nigga. Fucking quantity, it gotta be. One man win, and the rest lose. Slaves never say them, I'm calculating my next move. You became a real nigga, seek refuge. Body shots for cause, that'll get you bruised. My niggas whole record, check your little attitude. I came to fuck with your move on your little holiday like I'm Mr. Scrooge. Resurrected from the grave, walking from the floor. Bitches in my eyes, gripping the mic, screaming God bless the underdog down by the letter. They live by the protocol, walk my face, not my sight. Ain't no hope in your struggles. Like the civil war resist, or get born into a world that never left. I will endure, election will be sure, correction will be swift. No Will Smith, but I am legend. What else would you call the killer and deception? A leader got soldiers on post in every direction. All gold like a German chef. Young in the restless, my honor like a German match. I know you feel me, nigga.
Just give me the one. Get your mic on.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hey, brother's gonna sit on this side. Brother's on this side. So, I mean, she's got them.
Warrior with the hands, that's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eyes, vengeance in my mouth. They don't want no altercation. Situation gon' get critical. It's best that you be easy. The end gon' be biblical. Look, flow like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins, loyalty in my waist. Pay back in every breath, plus revenge in my heart. The truth in every word. Bring light into the dark. And I ain't never lukewarm. Shit, I blazing in the season. Got plenty food for thought. Just gotta watch who I'm feeding. And I've been walking with them angels. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas bad as breathing, criticizing all my achievements. Won't make me weak. Nah, it won't make me slack off. These niggas bad and fat, so I better bear with it, so back off. I be ripping shit like sex dog. Dumb dogs all barked out. Behind me say I come full. No room for emotion. So I pour my heart out. This road hard, but I intend to stay. And if it ain't UPK, then they in the way. My niggas righteous, they real, they down to something. Fell so deep, they drowned a motherfucker. He say he in the truth, oh yeah? Well, this the home. And I don't hate them brothers, I'm just too loyal to my own. Plus what they believe, hard for me to follow. No rank me, no head. And I ain't leaving this body to live and sleep it hollow. So when they ask I'm UPK, tell them absolutely. And I ain't trimming my ways for nothing. Gotta execute me. Cause I can never die with my tail tucked between my legs. Shit I be thinking, watching my daughters tucked in their bed. They so smart, and Alana, she's so beautiful, but they ain't like other babies, and they daddy far from usual. And I'm missing cause I'm about my father's business. It ain't about the shit I used to do in that 98 Navy and 10 level seats. See, without wisdom, this world make you weak. I found out that the truth was bitter. The lies are sweet. Tried everything. I guess me and Johanna had to meet. Now I make the blind see, and I make the dead speak, and teach both my little girls the day that they lie with a man. They better bring in bloody bed sheets. Chaos smash the time. This Glock nuts my handpiece, and I ain't trying to take them out, but I will defend this house or take a check. 144 in that black trench on some hitman shit. She called me 47. Praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fuck the fame. Ask why, tell them I'm loyal to the king. To the righteous way. Loyal to the king. I want that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king. The devils can't have me, bitch. I'm loyal to the king. Bring that hot flame. You can say loyal to the king. To the righteous way. Loyal to the king. I want that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king. The devils can't have me, bitch. I'm loyal to the king. Bring that hot flame. You can say loyal to the king. Any man give his life for your house shine once a yard in Christ and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary. My soldiers take grip till I tell them stand down. Take grip, take grip, take grip, take grip, take grip. Take grip, take grip. My soldiers take grip till I tell them stand down.
I'm gonna have to give you another one too. I just saw another. Shalom Israel. It's your boy Captain the Gaugabar of the ISUPK of the Commander General Yohana, and we are here for another edition of Sharpen the Sword Radio. You know what I'm saying? Get a most high hand up in this dish. You know what I'm talking about? There's some good things coming up, man. We got our food drive coming up again. We got the on the 29th, which will be Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. You understand? Right here, it's gonna be outside on the parking lot. Gonna be able to drive in one way, pull up to where you see all the brothers and sisters and the food at, and then we're gonna fill up your trunk, back seat, wherever you want your food at. You know what I'm saying? Pull on around, they pull right on out, go home. You understand? Come back at the next one. All right. Commander Junior Hunter has been feeding over, man, 300 families each event. You know, 13,000 pounds of food each event. That's a lot of food. You understand? That is a ton of food. All right. And we got let me see, Commander Junior Hunter, yeah, hand sanitizer. We got hand sanitizer in the school if anybody needs any. We what did we give out? Toiletries. Maybe we give out tissue. What else did we give out? Tissue. We had Lysol in that thing. Books. Feminine products. Wipes. Baby wipes. Pamper. Milk. Man, that box was full. Man, it was some of everything in that box. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So hey, man, it's going down again. All right. So I'm gonna see everybody at the next food drive, which is gonna be on the 29th, and we're gonna do it again right behind that on the first on that following Monday. So make sure you heard Friday and Saturday. Monday. You understand? We're gonna do it twice. Okay, Commander Junior Hunter know that you need that food. All right, and he does what it takes to take care of his people, man. You understand? He does what it takes to take care of this nation. All right. So let's get into it. If anybody got any questions or anything, man, y'all can ask them. Raise your hand if you're in the building. All right. And if you're on the line, you know what I'm saying, Facebook, type them in and we'll get to them. All right. We're gonna go over a couple of things, man. Let me see. I think we got some dumbass memes of the week. Let me see if I can pull them real quick. They still making them dumbass memes, all right? So we're gonna see if we can pull a couple of them. Where we at? Let's see. One second. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, this is a dumbass meme of the week. This is damn, somebody actually made this a meme? Damn, that's crazy. This is of Bishop Gerald O. Glenn. And it says it has two pictures. Yeah, one up top, one at the bottom. The one up top said, I firmly believe that God is larger than this dreaded virus. You can quote me on that. And he said it again, you can quote me on that. He said, I am essential. I'm a preacher. I talk to God. And then it says 2 weeks later, the cover of his obituary. God damn, they made it into a meme. Damn. You know what I'm saying? God Damn, somebody made that a meme. Okay? Damn. Hey, but that just goes to show you that God is not with these preachers. You understand? Like, here you is talking about God is bigger than the virus. Nigga, God sent the virus.
Right.
You know what I mean? God sent the virus, man. You unplug? Did you unplug the mic? You know. Unplug him up. Plug it up, Bob. Yeah, get that mic on. I know you got something you want to say. Damn, they made it. Boy, that's your pastor. Damn, they made a meme about your pastor. Damn. 2 weeks later, Bishop Gerald O. Glenn is dead from COVID-19. Good goddamn night. I guess he wasn't as essential as he thought he was. Okay, and here's the thing, man. This is what you got to understand about these preachers. Them preachers have never been essential to God.
Right.
You understand? The Lord never, ever, 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 you understand, has ordained or talked to any Christian preacher, bishop, minister, reverend, deacon, you understand, pastor, whatever you want to call yourself. The Lord does not deal with those people, man. You understand? The Christian church is the house of Satan. That is all Satan worship.
That's right.
Okay? Everything that they do, it's not even in the Bible. Here you got a whole man being a flaming homosexual in the church. That's not of God. God is against homosexuals. In the Bible, God hates homosexuals. So what is your preacher up being a sissy for? You understand? Why is your pastor a sissy? And then it makes an excuse for it. Okay? It says that God loves gays. Okay? All kinds of mess, man. But that's the scripture. Give me that scripture, man. Look, let me show you how something. Show you what the Bible say about this. Let me show you exactly what the Bible said about. Give me Galatians 6 and 7. Galatians 6 and 7. I'm gonna show you what the Lord thinks about your pastor, man, and your preacher. That's filling up their big mouths with a bunch of words. You understand? And the Lord showing you that He's not with none of them. Now, preachers claim that they are covered with the blood of Jesus, right? So why didn't that blood that they covered with save his ass 2 weeks later after he made that statement out?
Right.
Why didn't the blood cover? What happened to the cover? It came on. What they like to say? You sleep while. You understand? And the cover came off for you. You understand? The blood came off for you. Come on, man. That's foolishness. All right. That's not even what that's talking about. Like you actually like covered with something. Like that's what they really believe. Mm-hmm. Like they really believe that blood being covered, that they are actually covered, and they're gonna block the evil with the blood. They're gonna block sickness and diseases, and they're gonna block crime, and they're gonna block all like this big shield. You know what I'm saying? Like a big force field around them that's red with blood. You know what I'm saying? And they think that that's really what it is. When that's not what that's talking about at all. That's not like a force field. You understand? A shield protecting you from harm. Okay? That ain't what that's talking about. But that's how the Christians in the church use it. You understand? Why? Because they don't know these scriptures. Why? Because they don't actually serve God. Why? Because they don't actually follow Christ. They claim to be Christians. You understand?
Right.
But they are not. They are simply men and women in a false religion, serving a false God. You understand? Hooping and hollering, singing and dancing, lying every goddamn Sunday. All right. Go ahead, Bob. Read that for me.
Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Salaki. Be not deceived.
Mm-hmm. Be not deceived, man. Don't be deceived. Don't be tricked. Don't be lied to, or none of that. Read.
God is not mocked.
God is what?
Not mocked.
God is not mocked, man. Those preachers are mocking God. You think that He's actually saying something that's a good thing. You understand? You would think that, I'm sure all of the members would say, look, pastor's giving God all praise.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? By him saying God is big. Wait, hold on. God is bigger than the virus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that's how he said it. Okay? Pretty sure he wasn't talking like he has a goddamn sense or talking in a regular tone. I'm pretty sure he put on his Martin Luther King, God.
Damn right.
Put on that TDJ, God. You understand? You know, they got to put emphasis on that when they, God. You understand? It's silly, man. Preachers are silly. You understand? And the Lord said in the Bible that he will not be mocked. And that's exactly what your preacher is doing. He's actually mocking the prophets of God. He's actually mocking Christ. He's actually mocking God. You understand? He's actually like an imposter. He's posing to be a prophet of God, but he's not. You understand? He is not a prophet of God. All right? He shouldn't even be up there preaching. He shouldn't even have a building. He shouldn't have members. He shouldn't have none of that.
Right.
Because what he's actually doing is he's lying to the Lord's chosen people.
Right.
Okay? So he shouldn't be up there saying a goddamn thing. He shouldn't have had the opportunity to get that off. Talking about he is essential. And then 2 weeks later, he's in a box. That's what you get for playing with the Lord, man. You understand? And what our people better do is they better turn around and start serving the Lord and stop playing with him in the church. The church closed anyway. You understand? Where did he even say this at? Like, where was he even at?
Right.
You know, at home. You know what I'm saying? With the goddamn symptoms. Was he at home symptomatic, talking that he's essential mess? You understand? And then 2 weeks later, he found out he wasn't. That's because he's a liar, man. Every Christian preacher is a filthy liar, man. They are disgusting, and they are child molesters. They're homosexuals. They sleep with other men's wives. Yeah, that's homosexual too. For you to run up in a woman after somebody else just ran up in her. You know what I'm saying? Man sleeping with her all night, doing whatever freaky thing he wants to the woman, and then her your nasty ass can't wait till he go to work and come slide through.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's disgusting as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? But this preacher did, he's mocking God, saying God is bigger than the virus. When nigga, God is the one that sent the virus. You understand? They killing me with this nonsense. I heard it again. You know what I'm saying? I had a sister called me from her slave, and she had the people at her jobs. They want to know what's up with the virus. What's up with this virus? Is God doing it? Is the devil doing it? Is this? Well, they spooked out like hell. And then when I break it down to them, you know what they say? Oh man, he don't know what he talking about. The man created it. They told me, they said, it was funny. They said, God destroyed the earth 3 times already, and he was going to do it one more time, a 4th time, and he was going to let man destroy himself. I said, where is that in the Bible?
Right.
You understand? Where's all that stuff in the Bible? He destroyed 3 times already? So show me that. Show me the 2nd and the 3rd time when he destroyed the earth. You understand? Show me where it says he's going to let man destroy himself. No, he's not. The Lord is going to handle his business on this place.
Right.
Ain't nobody just finna just destroy nothing on their own. You understand? It may not seem like it, but the Lord is orchestrating all of this. You understand? That's who's in. He is in control of all of this. But what we don't understand, and the reason we don't understand it is because we're not in here. You're not in the ISUPK. So you're not going to understand what the Lord is doing. You're going to, lean to your own understanding. You're going to lean to YouTube and conspiracy theories. You're going to lean to your cousin that smoke weed and crack and tell you, hey man, I know what's going on with the world right now. That's the white man. See, the white man was in the lab, made the virus, sent it out to everybody, so you trying to kill it. Dude, that's why you listening to a crackhead tell you, you know what I'm saying? You got crackheads breaking down what the virus is all about.
Right.
And what God is doing with it. You understand? When you're supposed to be listening to priests and prophets of God, not crackheads. Okay? They claim to know. What's that old saying? That alcoholics know the Bible better than preachers or something that nonsense. Like, are you kidding me? Alcoholic, just because he quoting a scripture, that don't mean that he know the Bible. You understand? Preachers quote scripture. They don't know the Bible.
Right.
And neither does an alcoholic. Because if he knew the Bible, then guess what? He would not be an alcoholic. It's a sin to be an alcoholic. Ain't no sin to drink, but it's a sin to be an alcoholic. It's where you fighting everybody, slobbing all at the mouth, running around naked and pulling your clothes off, possibly assault some goddamn body. That's a sin. For you to drink to the point to where you're doing stuff like that. You understand? But I mean, man, that's crazy. Yo. This mean they actually turned this into a meme, man. That's crazy. You understand? But the scripture said that God, yeah, your pastor got mocked, but not God. You understand? And that's what your pastor get for trying to mock the Lord. You understand? Keep reading on the scripture.
Come on. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
So do you understand that? I remember my grandmother told me when I was little, she said, son, every dog has his day, and every good dog has too. And I didn't understand that at first. You understand? But guess what? Hey, that was coming by the Bible. That was scripture. Okay? You're going to reap what you sow. Okay? You sow sin, guess what? You're going to reap the benefits of sin. Okay? If you sow righteous seed, then guess what? Then you'll reap the benefits of those seeds. Just like if you're a gardener, or a farmer, whatever you plant in the ground, as long as you till it right and water it and tend to it like you're supposed to, then guess what? You're going to reap the benefits of what you put in the ground. That's the same with your actions. All right? And that's in the Bible. If you are out here selling drugs, why do you think drug dealers get killed? Why do you think they go to jail? It might look like it, saying like they're gonna last forever because they've been selling dope for since they was 12 and 13. It might seem like, that that they're gonna just be evil and gain it all. But guess what? That's not true. One day he got that day coming. You understand? Everybody does. Whatever thing that you do on this earth, you're going to be judged according to it.
That's right.
You're going to be, the Bible says you're going to be rewarded. And rewarded don't mean that, like you found somebody's lost item and you returned it, and then they rewarded you with $100. That don't mean that. Rewarded means simply you're going to get repaid for what you did. You understand? And it's going to depend on you whether you get a good reward or you get an evil reward. You understand? You get some punishment. All right? That's solely up to you. But that's crazy, man. They straight mock that pastor like that. Good goddamn night. All right, go to that. Give me that first article. I'm gonna jump to this white woman. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna go to this devil that was rallying at Ahmaud Arbery's protest. This is a picture of. She looks like a postal worker, don't she? This white woman right here. she's a different kind of postal worker. Let me show you what kind of postal worker she is. Okay. Got read Warden.
Here's why African Americans are dying from the corona.
The first one. No, not on the. You doing right. You following the paper, but I meant actually the first one. So that was my fault. Give me the first one. The first order. That's what I was telling you. I had to give you some because I didn't put it on paper right. Now, this good old white woman, if y'all can see it behind me on the screen, this good old white woman, like I said, she looks like a postal worker. She's going around, she has a little bag, she has a mail bag, and then she appears on this first picture to be placing some mail on people's doors. Notices of some sort, right? Go ahead, Bob. Here it.
Woman 52 is arrested for leaving racist letters at 5 homes.
This is America. Who sing that song?
Childish Gambino.
Who? Childish Gambino. That little sissy. That's why he looked like Cousin of America. That's how he was dancing like when he was dancing like Cousin of America. You understand? But he said, this is America. This is the place that we live in there, black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, a place where the people that stole the land, it's their land, and they stole it. You understand? And they absolutely hate your guts. You understand? This woman is going around leaving racist letters. Now, you know whose door she's leaving them on, right?
Right.
You know whose door she's leaving those letters on. Okay? And I'm going to read it in a second. That's the first picture. Then this is the second picture. Go ahead, skip down a little bit about where they start talking about the article. This is the second picture. She looks so innocent. You understand? She has on the right attire because it's hot out. You know what I'm saying? Got her shoes on with some Skechers, Nike. Gotta be the shoes. Boy, she making sure she get around. She making sure she get around, you know? But when you go up, you see she has on a damn coat and a beanie. Okay? And a skull cap. All right? Got
So it's just jumping around.
Come on, let's get it. Okay, I'm reading. It says a 52-year-old woman has been arrested for allegedly writing a racist letter ordering residents of San Francisco Bay Area town to vacate their home so a white person can move in. Good night. You understand? Now check this out, man. In the middle of the pandemic, okay? In the middle of everybody in the world about to die, white people still find it in their lovely little heart to hate you niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? They find it in their heart. Now, these are the people that you're trying to join with every day.
Right.
These are the people that you're marching with, protesting with. You understand? These are those same people. They want you niggas gone, man. You understand? And why when I heard Commander General Hunter say that the solution for black people in America is to separate from white people, oh my God. I never thought I would ever hear that in life. But what he said was perfect. And what made it so perfect is because God said it in the Bible. It's actually scriptures in the Bible where it tells black people to separate from your enemies, which is white people. Here you are, just trying to survive. That's all you've ever been doing in this place. Was just trying to live, just trying to survive, just trying to take care of your family, just trying to get ahead in life. And then here you always got these people bothering you. Always. They always find it in their loving little heart about. You understand? Mm-hmm. I just want you niggas gone. You understand? This woman is walking around door to door, okay, with a letter. Now let me jump to the letter. Let me go and read it. It says here. It says, okay, it got 5/22/2020, right? It says, we the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our, damn, they got this part pressed down.
Posterity.
Okay, because it's crossed out on here. You got the word?
Consort.
Okay, because I got the one on the picture on the screen, the circle. Right here, you got the circle going right up. Okay, God, the one. Posterity do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Now look, she done made her own. You understand? She made her own Constitution, her own paperwork. Okay? It says, if you are a woman or a man and was born in another country, return. Go back to your land immediately, fast, with urgency. And then it says, if you are a woman and was born in another country. Take your children with you under 21 years old. It said, consider a blessed, I guess we're supposed to say blessing or God. Then it says, in God we trust. The principle of the, what they say at the bottom part. Just scratched out too. Just circle out.
Where you just left off at?
The principle.
The principle?
God, I can't even see what the word is on it.
I can't see it either.
You can see it? Okay, no sweat. It said, adheres to the American soil. It said, it is bedded in, immovable as its mountains. Damn. Okay, so the principle of, I guess, maybe this letter or whatever she's writing, adheres to the American soil. It is bedded in, immovable, and is as its mountains. We, the people, do ordain to you to leave this house. One American white brave that serves the nation or USA is going to live here. Good goddamn night. That's the people that we live around right there.
Lock it. Straight devil.
Straight devil. All of them. You understand? They are the devil the Bible speaks of, man.
Right.
Give me that in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, 10 through 12. These are the people that we live around. They don't even want. Look, how many times have they done this? How many times have they written letters, spray painted on your house, niggas go home? You understand? Vandalize your car, talking about go back to Africa. Well, we ain't from no goddamn Africa, and we ain't Africans.
Right.
You understand? I don't even know how they take a brother and a sister that look and smell so good. Why y'all even compare us to an African? Just because we got dark skin. You understand? Our people look way better and smell better than them too. You understand? I see a brother in the split get some dap, pop, pop. You understand? The brother be smelling fresh, got his axe on, got a degree on, but an African, they don't even work. You understand? So how could you even think that these good-looking niggers, you understand, is Africans? You understand? I heard when brothers get their hair braided, sisters have their hair done, man, look, totally different people. All right? They eat cow butt. All right? They gay, they molest their children, they cut off their women's clit, they do all kinds of things that we don't do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's so crazy to turn around and take away the woman's feeling. But what do you think she gonna do when she with you?
Right.
She gonna have no feeling.
Right.
Like, damn, I don't want no bubble along in you know what I'm saying, in the bed. I want some action. You understand me? I want some action in that bed. She can't not have no feeling. I want her to, you know what I'm saying? Marvin Gaye that thing. When I get that feeling, I want some sexual healing. I don't want nothing to be cut off. I don't want her to just let her and not be able to, we can't enjoy one another. That's disgusting, man. But that's what the Africans do in their culture. So if you're African who are not sheikies, go back to Africa and get down with their culture for real.
Mm-hmm.
Go really be an African.
Right.
And see how they work out for you. Okay? Okay, go ahead, give me that scripture, Bob.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imagination.
This is the ungodly right here. And the ungodly are white people.
Right.
Okay? And they are going to be punished according to their own imaginations. You understand? Every single thing that they love to do against God's chosen people, the Lord is going to judge them according to just that. All right? Keep going.
Which have neglected the righteous.
You have neglected the righteous. Here you are. You got us as your slaves, serving you. You understand? Building up your kingdom. And then you claim you was going to give us an acre and a mule, and you neglected to do that.
Right.
You claim you let us free. You understand? And guess what? You neglected to do that. We still ain't free.
Right.
Okay? We can't even walk the goddamn streets without getting police pulling jump out boy. It went from the police, now they got the jump out boys that roll out in the goddamn truck to where they pulling over. They got the damn what's that one, the SWAT? where they setting up in the hood all over the place, waiting to go swarm in on somebody. You understand? They was doing that like crazy. What was that bomb when it was a few years ago? What was that incident that happened made them come here? Like it wasn't Mike Brown? Was it? It was after that, I think.
Yeah.
You remember which one it was?
I don't remember the incident.
I can't, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
The hotspot police.
Yeah, when they was SWAT trucks, they was all in the hood, everywhere, waiting to get neighbors. And they was setting them up, locking them up, pulling them over, doing all kind of stuff. And you walking down the street, and they were jumping out of them.
Yeah.
You understand? That's what they was doing here in St. Louis, man. Like I said, and I know it was. I'm not sure if it was after the Mike Brown event, but I know it was after Mike Brown. I can't remember if it was right after that event they started doing that, or if it was another event. You know what I'm saying? That took place, but it was something, and they were here, and SWAT was everywhere in the ghetto, man. You understand? Guess what? Neglecting the Lord's chosen people. Keep on, bro.
Count on time. And forsaking the Lord.
Mm-hmm. So you get that. Keep on.
For whoso despiseth wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain.
Guess what? The white man, he despises wisdom. Okay? He thinks he's wise on his own. He thinks because he murders you, and then after he murders you, and says sit down and negotiate with you, he thinks that that's wise. To go in and kill the people first, and then say, okay, let's talk about it. After you done goddamn be killed. You know what I'm saying? Well, guess what? You could have just take some of that big bag of money like you claim you got and go in there and talk to him and negotiate like what you claim to be. Since you're such a good negotiator, why kill him first?
Right.
Why shoot the people first? Why terrorize them first? Go in with this big bag of money and say, let's talk about this. But they don't. They just kill you. You understand? Keep going, huh?
Count on time. Their labors unfruitful.
Their hope is vain and their labor is unfruitful. Having hope in America, that is vain. That is worthless. Because America is about to be destroyed. All right? It is coming real soon. Keep on.
And their works unprofitable.
So you get that. All the evil that the white man is doing, it seems like it's profiting them now, but it's unprofitable. Keep going.
Their wives are foolish and their children wicked.
Their wives are what?
Foolish.
Their wives are foolish. This white woman, this wife of his, she's a fool. You understand? She is a fool to go around, and she's terrorizing the Lord's chosen people too. Threatening them. Hey, get out of here. Go back to the country. You stole the goddamn country that we lived in too. That we originally from, which is the land of Israel. Your people stole that land too. You stole every goddamn stretch of land that you living in.
Right.
And just go and say, hey, like what's it like Mr. Rogers? Hi neighbor. You know what I'm saying? You didn't just walk up to these people and, hi neighbor, would you be mine? Could you be mine? You didn't just do that. You walked up to them, killed them, and said, this is my goddamn land. What you doing here? That's how they did the Native Indians.
Right.
Put a letter in their face. You understand? Talk about this is my land. They looking like, what the hell you mean yours? We've been living here. I was born here. My grandma was born. Grandpa was born. My family was born. Where do you get this letter from? Talking about this is your land. We've been living here forever. You understand? That's how they do. Okay? They some evil people, man, but they think that it's going to profit them something. It's not. The Lord got something for that. You understand? Keep going. And we're going to show you through these articles and in the scriptures. Go ahead, Bob. Keep reading.
Count on.
Oh, that's it. That's it. That's 12. That's it on there. You got something?
I was just checking up and getting the hotspot policing.
The who?
Did we get a hotspot policing?
Oh, okay. No sweat. No sweat. Okay, well, jump to that other article for me. Matter of fact, hold on. Before you go there, let's since we own white women, let's get with another one. Since neighbors like to keep that white girl, that Christina Aguilera, let me show you another one. All right, let me show you another good old white woman. All right, hold on. Okay, here we go. Show you a good old white woman. All right. Let's see.
New Jim Crow, pervasive, systemic racism. This is just about if you are white and you're not somewhat ashamed, something's wrong with you.
Okay, now hold tight. This is Ahmaud Arbery's rally, okay, that they did in Georgia, and for their brother that was murdered. And you see what they're doing, like they do with every black and Hispanic victim. They turn around and they make you the villain. You understand? They pulling up different videos of interactions with him and the police. They pulled one where him as a possibly teenager, I believe. I believe he was a teenager. You know what I mean? To where him and a couple of kids is walking around. They didn't have nothing on them. They had nothing in their pockets, their hands, but someone accused them from stealing from the mall. So they're trying to show how the police was dealing with them, and of course they using the different tapes and things of him to make him the bad guy, right? When the bad guys was that father and that son that murdered this innocent man, right? They turned around and they even the police report says that the home that, because of course they put that out there to where he was walking into a construction zone where a house was being built from the ground up, and he went in, looked. He did it the night previous. They got two. They had two videos of him. They had one where he went in at night, and the contractor, the general contractor over that job said that nothing was taken. Nothing was touched. Nothing was moved. Nothing was. He didn't even trip over nothing. Right. He walking through a construction site. He got cords and wood and all kinds of stuff everywhere. And the man didn't even trip on nothing and move anything. He said nothing was taken. Nothing was misplaced. He bothered nothing. Then they got called again saying he's in the house again. You understand? It's the same guy, right? Doing nothing again. But they try to use that as if he's doing something. But hell, I done walked into a house like that before, being built, and walked in and looked at it. You understand? I've done that. You did that before, bro?
Sir.
And look, I done did that before too. Nobody even bothered to call the police on me. Nobody bothered, because guess what? I guess, this father and his son didn't live in St. Louis. You understand? These murderers didn't live here. So what they did, they just took the opportunity to murder an innocent black man. That's all they did. And then they turned around and tried to make him the bad guy. Then they show another interaction where the brother is, and you can see that, he was, at this point, he was going through, so he got some stuff on his mind. On this video where the police turned around and bothered him. He said, I'm just sitting here in my car, I'm rapping. He said, I work 7 days a week. He said, I just left my wife at home trying to clear my head. I'm just sitting here rapping. That's all I'm doing. And then it's, the neighborhood's known for drug activity. He's like, what the hell you mean drugs? You understand? I just told you, ask me what I'm doing. And I tell you, and then now you're talking about drugs. You understand? Then they want to search his car. Then they want to search. Now, of course, they kill me like the black man. The only thing that the black man is not supposed to do is be mad about anything. You ain't supposed to get angry about police stopping you and harassing you when you've done nothing wrong. You're supposed to, I guess, what do they say, grin and bear it. You're supposed to just take that. When the police just pull you over and club you upside your goddamn head, drag you out your car for no reason, you're just supposed to take that.
Right.
You're supposed to, hi, officer. That's how you're supposed to do that. You understand? Like, the only thing you can do in America right is be a bitch to these people. That's what they want you to do. They don't want you to get mad. White people get mad all the time about everything.
White race.
Look here. White folks is mad about having to stay at home for their own goddamn health.
Right.
They turned around and got mad when they got their guns and went to the goddamn government went to the mayors, went to the governors, went to everybody. Look, let us out the goddamn house. We ain't finna be slaves. You understand? That's what they went into when they got mad. But here he is, they got pulled up for no reason. He's sitting there, he's rapping, and here you come up, you ask the man what he doing, and then you start talking about drugs because he get an attitude. Now you saying something wrong with him. When it's not. There's something wrong with the people that police us. There's something wrong with the people that got their damn foot on our necks. It's something wrong with the people that has been terrorizing the black community since it's been a goddamn black community. You understand? And it's white people, man. Here you are, you just chilling. You come out your house, and the first thing the police do is pull up to me, what you doing? Nigga, I'm standing here. What do you mean? You understand? I'm talking to my partner. That's what we do. What are you doing? You understand? It's a saying that black people always say since I was little. Like, don't you have something better to do? Like, it's actually some crime going on around here somewhere. Go fight that. Here you are harassing innocent people that's not even doing anything. When you got people robbing gas stations and liquor stores, raping folks, molesting kids, doing all kinds of evil, and you ain't nowhere near that. But here you in the black community on every corner, driving up and down every damn street, pull right up behind somebody, grab that damn hand and touch that goddamn computer, and you running their plates. You doing that though. You own that.
Right.
But you ain't nowhere saving nobody's goddamn life, but you are somewhere taking. You understand? They all in the hood taking lives of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's why we gotta separate from these folks. But I'm gonna show you the mindset of these people that's even in the crowd with this white one. Let's just check it out.
69-year-old speaker drive with Mod rally in Brunswick, Georgia, admits she grew up racist. As you know, Ahmaud Arbery was the 25-year-old jogger.
Now, she turned around and admit that she grew up as a racist herself. And guess what? She's still a racist.
Right.
Don't get it twisted and think for 1 second that this woman has changed her mind.
Who was stalked and murdered by 64-year-old Gregory McMichael and his 34-year-old Travis. Gregory McMichael worked in the district attorney's office from 2 days, but he kept his badge for future training relation. In fact, the disgraced ex-officer had no official gun, nor any officer ID. He was stripped of his police vehicle, had no arrest powers.
Okay, I don't know why I skipped it, but it's talking about the devil that shot the brother Ahmaud Arbery. Yeah, he was, police, they short of cops, right? And they turn around and they some that's retired, or some that's not even police officers at all. Because they're more so like volunteers. They just volunteer for the police force, and they actually put them in a suit and give them a gun, you understand, and let them be police with no training at all. So it's a lot of them on the force too. You understand? It's a lot of them that's just volunteer police. I remember they first started doing it over in East St. Louis. I forgot what they called them too. But they had them volunteers set up over there. You understand? To where you could just volunteer for the police force, be a cop, and harass, guess who? Black people. It was mainly white folks that hate niggas. They've been hating them all their life. You understand? Dante getting all the girls in high school. He jealous about that. You understand? He was on the football team, could run better and jump better and catch the ball better, throw it better than you. He jealous about that. And then you turn around and you become a rapper or something, you know what I'm saying? And you got all the ladies on you, you got money, and you got a car when he walking, and you got an old raggedy pickup truck. You understand? They jealous of us, period. They hate us. You understand? They hate every single thing about us. It don't even look, I don't care what they got. I don't care what they do. You understand? Just leave me and my people alone. I'll be good. You understand? What we got. Okay? If that would take place. But now she's trying to explain and act as if she's a black activist. Right? This good white woman that grew up racist. Now she has all of these good things to say.
He kept losing his badge for failure to comply with training regulations.
Okay, that's the
In
part where
fact, the disgraced ex-officer had no official gun, nor any officer ID. He was stripped of his police vehicle, had no arrest powers, and was reduced to desk duty when he decided to retire in 2019.
Okay, so that was
Johnson claimed it's a
back
great
on him.
embarrassment that McMichael was back on the job. And then it happened again. Records show he failed to get enough training in 2018.
It happened again.
Johnson took away McMichael's badge and gun again, but didn't fire him.
But they
Just
didn't
8
fire.
months later,
It happened
McMichael will be
again.
the
See,
center of a
white
national
folks
controversy.
can do this again and again and again and again to neighbors. And nothing happened.
Right.
You understand? Nothing's going to happen to them. But guess what? The Lord got their day. You understand? The Lord got their number. And you better recognize it. And wake the hell up, black man.
Tape holding a gun in the back of a pickup truck.
The 69-year-old speaker educates on how she and other white people raised in racist countries like America can start the path to recovery. Let's have a listen.
Be separate, and everything in my society taught me that white people were better than black people. It was taught everywhere. And that's how I grew up. Now, that racist hard shell began to crack for me a little bit when I got in high school and started reading some books. You don't have to move somewhere, you just need to read, people. Read. I started reading and began to make some friends, had to crack a little bit, but I'm here to tell you, though it's taken a lifetime of recovery. It didn't come all at once. I'm still recovering. It's deep-seated in there. Now, we don't have that old Jim Crow stuff anymore.
What the hell she been through to recover from anything? Go ahead, huh?
I think what she's saying is deep down, I'm still really a racist. It's just I show it less now, and I'm recovering from all the racist training because it's still in me. It's in me at the core. I'm racist. She admitting it.
That's exactly what she's saying. But what is the crowd? See, there is a spell being cast upon all of those Christian brothers and sisters that's in the crowd right now.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You understand? If they in the crowd, preach. Yes. Tell it. Amen. They all for it. Really thinking she's saying something, but they missed that. They just missed all that.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead.
But we show how the new Jim Crow.
Clap. Hey. Hey.
And our children are still being brought up in a society that has pervasive systemic racism. Some say we shouldn't shame white folks about their past, but this isn't just about the past. And if you are white and you're not somewhat ashamed, something's wrong with you.
Something wrong with you.
Now, I know that shame is not somewhere we're going.
I'm not ashamed for how I feel about my brothers and my sisters. We are the superior race. I ain't ashamed.
Right.
Why should they be ashamed? I don't expect them to be ashamed. You understand? I just expect for them to leave us alone. Is that too much to ask for? Instead of rallying out there with them, instead of listening to her lie, because that's all she's doing, is she's lying. She know that niggers are dumb. That's what she knows. So she's going to come out there and smooth it all over, and I'm going to give a nice little old white speech.
Oh, yeah.
You understand? Go ahead, you know what I'm saying?
What I learned about a lot of our people, all those big words she used, I've been learning know what that stuff means. But they listen for keywords that make them feel good.
Exactly. And see, I'm glad you said that. The news articles and the TV news and all of that, that's why they do that the way that they do it. When you go and read an article, it's got a whole bunch of big words. When you can just say yes, it'll turn around and say something that's got 20 letters in it. You understand? To say yes. To where you can't understand it. They do that on purpose. They turn around and word and say different things like that. But when you heard racism, you heard her, she rolled with it too, didn't she? She rolled with it. You understand? So and you really, they don't even understand everything that she said. They really don't. They're not even catching it. But they really, they're so damn dumb. They really think that she's on their side. They really think that. They really think that this white woman, this white woman is against racism. When everybody in this room caught it, you said that she's saying it still is, I'm recovering. Means she's not fully recovered at all.
Right.
So she's still a racist. And guess what? Even if she recovers, guess what she's going to be? A racist.
That's right.
You understand? She's going to be a racist. Simple as that. Okay? Well, let's finish.
We should work through it, consider doing something better. And there are ways we can do this. We can do it with love. Yes. But you can't just come to a rally or read a book and be all woke and anti-racist. No. One actor says that racism is not like a cavity in the tooth that you can just go to a dentist and have him drill out and fill it. It's not like that.
Ain't like that.
Racism is more like...
Pay attention. Racism, you can't just pull it out. Pay attention to what she said. You can't just get rid of racism. This stuff that's embedded in these white folks. It ain't like that. It ain't like you just, and they still don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
She's telling you this is going to be extremely hard to do to remove racism out of white folks' hearts and minds. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what she's telling you. But them in the crowd, they not even getting it. They got love of white Jesus written all over.
That's right.
You understand? They can't even understand what this lady is truly saying. I would have been in the crowd if I wouldn't never be out there, but if I would, I'd be like, boo, boo. I booed that bitch off stage. You understand? She had to leave. Because I caught that. You understand? But everybody, them Christians, yeah. Hallelujah. Thank you. They really believe that one day that we're going to be joining again. It's a sister on a post that turned around. It was, we're going to get on that in a second. Let me finish playing.
Gingivitis, like gum disease. And if you don't brush and floss your teeth every day, it comes back up. It'll come around.
You mean to tell me that I could just take a brush and clean the racism off white folks? You know what I'm saying? If you don't brush it, clean every day, it's going to come back. What?
Nonsense.
What? And she is wooing the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
She got their full attention. They is in love with this white woman. With this white woman.
And our white folks need to work.
So that's what she compares what black people have been going through here in America, being murdered, raped, robbed, families, children. So they still doing it. They still splitting up our families today. Child support. You understand? They turn around and let the woman come in and let Shaquita go against Dante. Dante, we're going to make him pay. You understand? And guess what that does to the family? Split them up. The same way back in slavery when they turned around and took the kids and put them on the back of a goddamn horse and carriage and sent them off to another goddamn plantation somewhere in another state. They ain't just sent them off down the street, round the corner. They made sure that they was somewhere else far the hell away from you to where, yeah, you in a strange land. You don't know where to go no goddamn way. And all you know is your kids and wake up one day and the bastard do it to be evil. You didn't pick enough cotton. You understand? You was resisting when he was coming to rape you. Oh, okay, I'll fix you. And he'll turn around, take your kids and go sell them.
Right.
You understand? Like, man, these people are horrible. And she turns around and compares to what we going through today. The brother Ahmaud Arbery was jogging. You understand? That brother, white folks jog every day. Right. All day. With their dogs, without their dogs. Looking gay as white people jog gay. That nigga was out there getting it. He trying to work out and get his weight up. You understand? And when white folks
right.
I be looking at him jogging around here. Man, go in the house. You understand? Look, me and my rib, we turn around, we ride through the park, and I see it's two of them. And you should have saw them homos lock eyes on each other. I said, damn, you see that? They fell in love. They like, I'm telling you, they jog and they get it. And they turn around and lock eyes. Both of them got their nasty ass shirt off, and they look at each other and fell in love from across the street. I said, God, they finna get it. They finna get each other. You understand? And it's disgusting, man. But this brother, he jogging and gets murdered. And here you go, you comparing this to brushing your fucking teeth. You understand? Like what we going through is like, hey, you don't floss. You understand? If you don't use Crest, if you don't use your toothbrush, the plaque is going to come back. So basically, what she's saying is there's no end to the evil that white people are going to do to black people.
Right.
Because none of them are brushing. Actually, literally, none of them are brushing their teeth, for real. Literally, their teeth. They don't use toothbrushes either. So you're using a damn analogy that they're not even going to use. You understand? Something that they're not even familiar with. Okay?
No.
Let's keep
So
going.
y'all see some white folks out there, we need to work
How's
on
Joey?
that. Our black and brown
We need to
sisters
work
don't
on
need to
this.
always have to carry this load. We do need to listen to their leadership, but we need to be willing to put our money.
We need to listen to their leadership. Do you see what she's telling you? Black leaders have been getting you to sell out to these people since forever, since Martin Luther King.
Right.
Martin Luther King sold black people to white people. That's what he did. The same way Africans took and sold niggas to the white man to be slaves for us to even get to this country. Martin Luther King took his people, signed deals with them, and gave him all of us in exchange for a little bit of money and the white women and the dope that he was doing. Oh, and let's not forget the molestation of the boys he was doing too. Martin Luther King was a sissy, and he was child molester. Okay, he was a child molester as well. But y'all forget about that.
All right.
But then on Martin Luther King Day, you ride around with your goddamn lights on,
Right.
blowing your goddamn horn at each other. When he is the reason that we here stuck today in this place. He the reason that we can't even get out of this hell that we in. He even said it. He even said it himself that I done sold my what did he say? What's that quote? I led my people into a burning house. That's what he said.
Right.
And he know that this place right here is on fire. Already, it's on fire. And he turned around and led us right to the goddamn danger. Instead of being like a real fireman and getting us out, the fireman and the shepherd supposed to lay his life down for the sheep. That's what the Bible says. But he didn't do that not one time. What Martin Luther King do? Get his nose scratched? One time he fell. Right? He fell in an incident, got his nose scratched. But meanwhile, you get your head clobbered. You know, no white folks like using that word? Clobbered. You get your head clobbered with a billiard club and rocks and spit and taunting you with words and every damn thing else. And then he fell and got his nose scratched. That's what happened to Martin Luther King.
God.
And they got a picture of him like he got beat by the police sitting up in the hospital. You understand? They full of shit. But that's who you follow. And that's what she's telling you. Hey, listen to their leaders. They real leader is Commanding General Yohana. You understand? Of the ISUPK. That's their real leader.
That's right.
But they don't know it because they so razzled and dazzled by all of your Martin Luther Kings and your damn Jesse Jacksons and the ones that's up and coming that's just like them. You understand? They turned around and sold out. First, Jesse Jackson was against abortion until he figured out he wanted to be a white man. And he wanted to be a politician. He said, you know what? I'm all for abortion. First, the goddamn disgrace. The brother made a whole statement and said, my mama didn't abort me. I wouldn't be here if she had listened to her family that told her to abort me. Now he turned around and said, oh, well, I'm sued on. You know what? Abortion's okay. It's a woman's choice. You understand? That's why black people ain't supposed to sell out to white people, man.
Right.
To hell with them and their agenda, man. You understand? Let them do whatever they gonna do while we do what we do. Is come together and actually serve the Lord and be a brother to a brother and a sister to each other. You understand? That's what we need to be worried about doing. Making the goddamn black community better again, great again, and making the ghetto great again, not America. Because America, the way it's gonna be great is like that white woman said, y'all need to get out of here quickly, fast, in a hurry. Get out of this place. This house is gonna be for some white people. That neighborhood that she went in was a so-called middle class. These brothers and sisters got a little paper. You understand? They making $150,000 on up. And she going around putting a dirty trailer trash ass note on their door talking about them leaving. You understand? When she's probably on government assistance. Okay? She's probably getting food stamps and welfare while she talks about neighbors. That's who it was originally for. Welfare was for white folks. Yeah, right. You understand? It was for white folks, okay? Poor ass white folks. And here you made neighbors poor. What else the hell you gonna do? You understand? Other than give them a goddamn food stamp. They didn't talk about them when you give them a food stamp. You won't give a nigger a job, but you'll give them a goddamn food stamp and then say, look at these people on food stamps. You understand? You give them WIC, look at these people on WIC. Can't afford to take care of themselves. You own all the goddamn jobs.
That's right.
You own all the businesses. You own all the business. Give a nigga a job then. Take that goddamn Obama phone back and give a nigga a job, and then I can go get me a Boost mobile phone. Right. Unlimited. Data and text. Talk and every damn thing else. Go ahead.
You said Slovakia, but that's the same thing as the Christian church. They want you in that position.
God.
So you can depend on them in their system.
God.
Just like in the Christian church.
Exactly.
Your pastor could teach you how not to sin, but if he taught you how not to sin, then you'll realize all of the garbage he been saying.
Right.
And then you won't sin, and you might not pay him them tithes no more.
You ain't gonna pay him the tithes no more.
So
the
you
Lord
might
actually
realize,
be with you then.
Right. You
It's
might
mercy instead of you getting AIDS and diabetes and heart failure and you know what I'm saying, kidney failure and all this. You'll turn around, the Lord will be with you, and your body will be strong. You understand, your family will be strong. You ain't got no need for no preacher.
Right.
You ain't got no need for no razzle and no dazzle every goddamn week. Talking about God is with me. I am essential. Look at that preacher, died 2 weeks later. You saw essential that the Lord put your dumb ass to death.
Right.
You understand? Your evil ass to death. Okay, and that's what the Lord Bob just came up with it in class the other day. It said that these preachers, God is going to put these preachers to death.
That's right.
And he is. And you should be, this is for you so that you can wake up. Black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. That's why the Lord is showing you who the true prophets really are at this time.
That's right.
All of this time since 1969, Commander General Hyman talks about it all the time, about all of the ridicule that we have been suffering. You understand? They done went through more than me. You understand? I ain't went through nowhere near as much as them brothers have gone through. You understand? And for them, and all of the different things that they have been through, and what they talk about us for, they saying that we liars, we not prophets of God. But here we are. We're the men that's actually following the book.
That's right.
We are actually following what's inside of the Bible. But because we ain't got no razzle and no dazzle and no sprinkle for you, you say that we're the ones that's lying. You say that we not the prophets of God because we don't have on no silly looking ass suit, no pointy shoes. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't wear gay clothes and look, wear girl colors. Pastors be wearing pink and purple and all. You understand? They be looking real gay in their clothes. But because we don't dress like that, because these niggas in the ISUPK look tough. They look rough like a man is supposed to. Who is scared of a Christian preacher?
Right.
Who is scared of a preacher? The scripture says that when the people see us, they will look upon us and fear. You don't fear no goddamn faggot.
Right.
No preacher sitting up there preaching, singing, rocking, and dancing. Ain't nobody fear him. Who the hell fear him? What you fear him for? You can approach him in any type of way. And that's what they do. Mm-hmm. They make the black man, they want the black man to be soft and be a sissy so that they can have their way with him. You understand? But not these guys up in here.
That's right.
You see these guys, you know to proceed with caution. Like we got the goddamn sign posted on us. You understand? You see us and you proceed with caution. Because you know this is a different type of black. He don't go to church. You know what I'm saying? When I first saw the ISUP, I said, oh, church ain't nowhere near these brothers right here. Right. I know these niggas do not go to church. You know what I'm saying? I know they probably don't do nothing on Sunday but sleep. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I know they ain't going to no goddamn church. I know them niggas ain't in no choir, most definitely. You understand? They too goddamn hard to be in a choir, wearing a robe, singing Jesus, Jesus,
Right.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And then they dancing with it. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Whoa. Oh, I'm so sick of that Christian church, man. I can't wait until all of their buildings, when they just say for sale outside of them.
Right.
You understand? For sale, for rent, or just giveaway. You hear me? So where they just say, come get the key. Because ain't nothing we can do with this place no more, because nobody comes to church anymore. You understand? And the Lord is creating that right now, man. I'm gonna let's play a little bit more.
And put our actions to work every day. Every day. You know, you say, I see t-shirts, you say I want to run with Maul. Well, and somebody said about Maul, but he didn't run just 1 or 2 days a week. He ran every day to stay in shape. And we have to train ourselves. If you want to be a part of this work, we need to know that running with Maul, as somebody said, is not a sprint. I can tell you myself, I'm 69 years old, it's a lifetime marathon. A lifetime marathon.
It's a what? It's a what? And did you see the crowd go wild in the back? Did you see the brother start pumping his fifth, doing the Arsenio Hall? He turned around, they started, it's a lifetime marathon. You're going to be doing this for the rest of your life, trying to convince white people to love you, man.
Right.
This is going to be forever. It's already been, you done been here serving them, trying to love them for over 400 years already, right? You've been marching and protesting and rallying for over 105 years, and it still ain't working. Mm-hmm. And then you got the good white woman come and tell you that this is going to be a lifelong marathon. I quit. You know what I'm saying? I would have quit right then and there. What they say, you can take this job and shut it. Okay, you can take this marathon and shut it. I would have quit right there on the spot. You mean to tell me that I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life, and my kids' life, and my grandkids' life,
right.
and you know what I'm saying, and the people before me life, and the people before them life, it still ain't happening? It's going to be a lie. That white woman said, this is going to be a lifelong marathon.
Good night.
And the crowd went wild, man. Good night. Go ahead.
They just cheered when she told her, I will never not be racist without thinking about it.
They just cheered. They just cheered. I'm telling you.
I'll be racist my whole life. Unless I really think about it.
I'm telling you, they didn't catch none of, they Christians, man.
Right.
That crowd is full of Jesus, 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 Jesus. They full of that razzle and that dazzle. They full of that God loves everybody. They full of that Jesus died for everyone. They full of all of that, man. You understand? Like I said, they don't know no scripture. You can tell.
Right.
They don't know no scripture. I would have been in the crowd and tell, what she just said? What this bitch just say? You know what I'm saying? That's what I would have been trying to figure. Did she really just say that? Like the whole thing was a diss. You understand? The whole speech was a diss, man. And they actually nobody stopped her. Nobody said, Kurt, like, get your white ass. No, you know what I'm saying? Nobody got her off the mic. Nobody interrupted. Nobody interjected. Nobody did any of that. You got something to say? Go ahead.
Why they always got to be involved any damn way?
Man, do you understand?
We can't do nothing without them in the first, nothing. Why she got to be there? Like, what was the point of her even showing up? Like, stay home.
You know what they do? They actually show up to weaken and soften the protest. Okay, they actually now. I'm not agreeing with what they're doing, right? I mean, I hurt for the loss of my brothers and sisters as well, but that kind of stuff right there, we would never do. We're not gonna protest or rally. You understand? Right. That's not the way. Okay. and Commander Junior Hannah has taught us the way. It's in the Bible.
That's right.
The way we supposed to do things is in the Bible. And marching and protesting and begging is not in the Bible. Letting these people join is not in the Bible. Okay? And if you can see, they can't join this school. White women and white men cannot join the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. And do you know what I did when I first found that out? I damn near jumped up out my shoes. You understand? Yeah, damn right, but I turned up. You understand what I'm saying? I turned up because finally something without them involved in it.
Right.
And look at how good it's going. You understand? Look at how classes are. Look at the brothers that we getting off the streets out of, you know what I'm saying, the life of crime and drugs and all of whatever sin that they doing. The sisters too. You know what I'm saying? I had a sister give me a story, boy, about how she used to be. Oh my God. But guess what? She's in here now. You understand? That sister that died and she told me about, man, she was hard. But the sister that I see today, oh my God, she's beautiful. She's everything. You know what I'm saying? And this sister, she turned around and she was talking about how horrible she was to men, and just all the different things that she did. And she called the conference. We used to do conference call. And this sister called in, man, and she gave the whole story right there on the line. And I'm like, man, for our people to actually change, like what the scriptures say, is it's like a woman in travail, bringing forth the Spirit of Christ. It's painful, changing. From you being a filthy slut, from you being a whoremonger that go to strip clubs and sleep with whatever woman that you want like a damn dog. You understand? You eating whatever you wanted to eat. You going and doing whatever you wanted to do, celebrating whatever holiday. It hurt like hell to bring forth the Spirit of Christ. But guess what? But if you want to change, if you understand these scriptures, then guess what? You got to go through that pain.
That's right.
The same way a woman does, bringing forth that beautiful little big head baby kid of hers. You understand? She turned around and sit on that table and she pushed and she pushed and she screamed and she yelled. You understand? Until that beautiful little nigger baby comes right on out. You understand? And guess what? And after that, she cool. She lay back and rest. You understand? That's what she do. But that's the same thing when it comes to our people. When it comes down to changing, it's gonna be some hurt. It ain't finna be like what's that about what they doing the testimony and all that in the Christian church. Every last testimony is always good, ain't it? Oh, God done blessed me with this. I went to the store the other day and I saw this man and I gave him $2 and he said, oh, you know what? God bless you. And then later on, I got a check for $2,000. Thank you, Jesus. That's every testimony. You understand? That's every testimony in the Christian church. It's always something magical. It's always some blessing. It's always some financial blessing. You understand? What do they call them things? Now they call a divine transfer was when God was just putting money into people's bank account. A divine transfer. Niggas, you stupid. You understand? You just robbed their bank. That's what you did.
That's right.
That's what you did. Talking about some goddamn divine transfer. What else do they call it with the money thing? What is it called? I know six-figure blessing. The church I used to go, that's all he used to preach about was a six-figure blessing. And I used to sit in the back, damn, when I'm gonna get one? You know what I'm saying? When you need one? Damn, the guy got one for me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I need some six figures around this mother. You understand? I need some six figures around this mother. Can I get some? Hold on, what's it? It's a lot. You understand? Can I get some six figures going on up in this fish? You understand? But that's what they do. It's always something financial. It's always something materialistic. Some old car, some old house, some old this, some old that. You know what I mean? And that's all they preach about. Okay? You got the scriptures above?
Kind of, sir.
I'm gonna show you what this white woman was really in her heart and in her mind. Go ahead, Sister Hannah.
The other thing they call that wealth transfer.
Who?
They big on wealth transfer.
Wealth transfer?
Right.
How about the pastor, since they big on it, how about he transfer some of their wealth out of his account and give it to the goddamn members?
That's
when,
right.
When he gonna do that? When he gonna transfer some of that damn wealth?
That's right.
They say that God is transferring
Where, huh?
Scripture that-
Where is it?
No, that's a lie.
Where is it then? Oh, because of the stimulus check? Is they stupid?
But that's only for the people in the church. That don't apply to nobody.
Oh, so why do people outside the church get it? Nah,
That's
yeah,
what they
yeah,
tell
okay.
their church members.
Yeah, okay. Souping them people up in church.
Right.
Exactly. Good night. They are of their father, the devil. Those black preachers are ridiculous, man. But go ahead, give me the scriptures about. Let me show you what's exactly in this white woman's mind, man.
Come. Psalms chapter 55, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
The words of this white woman out of her mouth, it was smoother than butter. You understand? Anybody ever took some butter and had some toast? As soon as it pop up out the toast, thing spring up and pop, and you grab that bread, and you turn around and boy, that butter gets smooth, don't when it melt. You understand? Don't put nothing in the skillet. You ever put a steak in the skillet with some butter? Woo! That butter turn around so you can't put it on too hot now. You know what I'm saying? Because it burn that goddamn butter.
Right.
Don't make it too hot. You understand? But melt it, just get it nice and warm. You understand? I ain't trying to tell you how I be cooking. Y'all take my secret and y'all blow up. Then I'm gonna have to sue y'all. You know what I'm saying? For taking my recipe. Okay? I have to get my money. You know? No, but seriously, like I said, man, you turn around, the words of their mouth is smoother than butter, man. Everything that she was saying was so smooth. The crowd, they was going, they like, yeah, woo, yeah, preach, teach, tell it, yes, amen, thank you, hallelujah. They all in the crowd, right? But this is what was in her heart.
But war was in his heart.
What was in her heart?
War.
War is in this white woman's heart, man. She actually said that I'm never gonna stop being a racist. That's basically what she was saying.
Right.
I grew up racist. See, this is the problem with black people. Now, we all this keep it 100, keep it real, you know what I'm saying? All this old hip talk, right? But when the white woman come to you, or the white man come to you, all of that hip shit, what they say, what's that famous one where you can't get over on somebody? What they say? Damn. What's the one where they say you can't fool, damn. Hold on. It just slipped my mind. Just that quick. Like if a person's being slick, you can't fool them because they slick too. What they say? How that will go? Somebody give it to me. Who know that? Damn, I forgot it. Just rolled off my damn tongue, man. I forgot it just that fast. Or something like when they say you can't play the player or something like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't get over on these white folks, man, because they playing you. And her, you think that she's trying to join you, but she's actually playing you. You understand? And then when you turn around and say, oh, well, look, they joined us, man. They with us. She with us. No, she's not. She's playing you. You know what I'm saying? And you got so many people that's talking about they're going to use them, you know what I'm saying, in return when it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
That's right.
You can't play the player. The white man is the player, and you is the hoe. You the one getting played. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Keep going, Bond.
His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
The words were softer than oil, but guess what? Their plan is to kill you. Their plan is to kill you, man. You understand? But let's get to these other articles. Right? Let's get to these other articles. You get the point about that. It's time for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to do two things in one. You can turn around and you can separate the white people and come together with your people in the IHBK.
That's right.
You understand? We're going to kill two birds with one stone. We're going to turn around and we're going to come together. All right? Black people, we're going to come together. That we are going to do. Yep. Uh-oh. Sorry. Yep. There you go. Wow. we are going to come together, man. All right? And it's in the Bible. The Lord told us how to come together and all of that. And it's going to be done. All right? And all we got to do is listen to the Lord, listen to these priests and prophets of God, the ISUPK, and it's going to get happened.
That's right.
All right? It's going to get happened. You got the order?
Which order?
Follow the paper now. The one I told you. There you go. Yeah, I know I had you confused. You know, God is not the author of confusion, so I had to clear that up for my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Yeah. So we got a couple of things. I want to just give a quick update on the COVID-19 pandemic, what's going on here in St. Louis, right here in this city. You understand?
Con.
Go ahead.
Here's why African Americans are dying from the coronavirus higher rate in Missouri and Illinois.
Okay, now this is the reason that they believe that we are dying from the COVID-19 more than anyone else. Go ahead, read.
On Wednesday afternoon, the most up-to-date number of COVID-19 deaths across the state of Missouri was 526.
And actually, that's gone up since then. It's over, I want to say 600 or 700 now. You understand? Since that article was first posted. Go ahead.
Although 526 deaths, 450 of them occurred in the counties that are part of Five on Your Side viewing area.
Okay, so they got this little this little area that they're watching, recording, and keeping track with all of the, you know what I'm saying, the cases of COVID, the deaths, and everything that happened as far as this pandemic. The area was News 5, right? Or 4?
5.
News 5. They got a certain areas where they are covering to keep track of, you know what I'm saying, who's dying and who get exposed to it right in those areas. Over here and over in Illinois. Keep on.
The city of St. Louis and St. Louis County account for 369 of those, which is more than 70% of the total deaths in the state.
Right, so it's happening. There's a lot of people that's getting that COVID-19 right here in the city of St. Louis, in the county of St. Louis. Keep on.
The first few recorded deaths in the city were black patients.
Okay, so it was a sister that was the first COVID death here. You understand? Here in St. Louis. Keep going.
Dr. Lori Punch, who has been working in the COVID-19 ICU at Christian Hospital in North St. Louis County, said that didn't surprise her at all.
Guess what? Didn't surprise her at all, right? Why it's black people that's being exposed and dying from it more than any other race of people. Keep going.
Dr. Punch spoke, Salaki, I have not been as mystified by the disproportionate experience of COVID-19 in the black community in the country, the state, and the city, Dr. Punch said.
So look, she's not surprised at all. She's not mystified, shocked, or any of that. You understand? Due to why our people are dying from it. Keep going.
Dr. Punch spoke to Five on Your Side about the racial disparities in COVID-19 patients. Weeks before enough numbers were available to find a trend simply based on the patients that she saw in her hospital.
Okay, drop that one, pull the other one up. Let's go through these. Now, she turned around and it didn't even surprise her, didn't shock her. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't mystified at all due to the numbers and the disparity that's, you know what I'm saying, of the things. As a matter of fact, before the numbers even came out, you understand?
Right.
Before it was even any numbers out, she was not shocked, not surprised by it at all. Okay? So like I said, the real reason Why? Okay, now they're doing research. The Surgeon General had even everybody, yeah, all the doctors, the Surgeon General, everybody has been given warnings and what I'm saying, urging blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Now, why is it that it's always us jumbled together when it comes to their statistics? It's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, blacks and Latinos, you know what I'm saying, blacks and natives. Oh, why? Because we are family, man. These people actually know that we all are of the same household. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians all together.
Right.
They know this, okay? But they turn around, check the thing. I don't know if the sister got a question or something, but check the Facebook around. They know that we are family. And this is why the statistics and the numbers, why Surgeon General came out and said, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, guess what? Y'all need to stop smoking. Y'all need to stop eating pork. Y'all need to go to the doctor. Y'all need to do this, do that. You understand? But guess what? He said at least until this stuff blow over, right? Stop smoking the weed and the crack. Stop smoking cigarettes. Stop getting high. Why? Because research showed that if you do those things, then guess what? You're going to end up getting COVID-19. You're going to get it. Whether you got a mask on or not, you're going to get it. Simple as that. So, and this is what the Lord is doing. The real reason why blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are suffering and dying the way that we are is because we choose to disobey God. You understand? We choose to disobey God. It was a question or something? Okay, no sweat. Give me the scripture real quick. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 3, verse 1 through 6. The real reason why blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are suffering the way that we are, period, is because we choose to sin against our God. And that's in the scripture. All right? The Bible says that we suffer because of our sins. But I mean, it's not magic at all. It's real simple. It's basic, right? It's like a kid, like a child knows. Once they get that hand popped, once they know, okay, not to touch the stove no more because it's hot and mama gonna pop my damn hand. You understand? They ain't know. That's how basic this is. You understand? We're suffering because of our sins. All right? White people get to murder us because of our sins. We're dying from COVID-19 because of our sins. We're dying from hell. What? COVID ain't got nothing on AIDS.
Right.
Look at all the people that AIDS kill. Look at all the goddamn people that damn diabetes has killed. And heart failure. And now this kidney failure. They putting what's the damn places? Dialysis centers on there. They put them on the corners like damn liquor stores now.
Right.
Everywhere you go, they popping up on every damn corner. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Why? Because guess what? Guess who got it? You. You understand? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians got it. We got all these different diseases and different ailments because we choose to disobey our God. We tell our people that, oh, you're not supposed to eat pork. They say, man, I've been eating pork all my life. Well, you can't stop.
Right.
Like, just because you've been, you know what I'm saying, like a person and say, oh, I've been smoking crack all my life. Like, damn, nigga, you only got 2 teeth in your mouth. You don't think you can stop to save them last 2 teeth in your You know what I mean? Like, if we just gonna make that an excuse, then we just continue doing whatever the hell we don't. You know what I mean? But it's no excuse. We have to start obeying the Lord. Read that upon.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of God, and there shall no torment touch them.
Okay, the souls of the righteous are in the hands of God, and there shall no torment touch them. Keep going.
In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die.
In the sight of the unwise, who is the unwise it's talking about? It's talking about white people.
That's right.
You understand? It's talking about our oppressors. In the sight of the unwise, because they're not wise. They seem like they smart. You know what I'm saying? Because they can come to you with a nice slick suit on and out-talk you. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy Denzel said on Fences. That white man came with that briefcase and slicked him out that damn furniture. He was paying on his furniture long as a goddamn mortgage. What, in 30 years he was going to be paying for that furniture? You know what I mean? just because they slick, you think they smart. You know what I mean? But they not smart at all. Okay? Keep going.
And their departure is taken for misery.
Okay, so our departure is taken for misery, right? They thinking like, oh, look at what's happening to them. Keep going.
And they're going from us to be utter destruction.
Mm-hmm.
But they are in peace.
Okay, keep going.
For though they be punished in the sight of men.
Though they be what?
Punished in the sight of men.
Though we be punished in the sight of men, guess what? What's happening is they're seeing, the other nations of people is seeing our punishment, right? Has anybody ever been whooped outside in front of the neighbors? Huh? Has anybody ever got caught doing something, climbing a tree, hopping some fences, in somebody's yard, hanging with somebody, out past the damn light coming on? You understand? And mama came out and tore your ass up in front of the whole block. You know, has that ever happened? I'm sure it has. You understand? And that's what the Lord is doing. The Lord is punishing blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in the sight of men. Keep on.
Yet is their hope full of immortality.
Yet our hope is full of immortality. There is hope for us. You understand? There is no hope for the other nations. Keep on.
And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded.
Being a little chastised, we're going to be greatly rewarded. Keep on.
For God proved them.
He did what?
Proved them.
He did what?
Proved them.
And guess how he's proving us? He's proving us by you joining the ISUPK with your brothers and your sisters. You understand? And us actually serving the Lord the way it's supposed to be done. Us following Christ the way that it's supposed to be done. Because that's what you get taught in here. You don't get taught no excuses. In Christian church is full of those. Right? They got an excuse for every damn thing. They got an excuse for you being a sissy and you can't stop. They got an excuse for you eating pork and you can't stop. They got an excuse for you molesting children and you can't stop. They got an excuse for you being a lesbian and you can't stop. They got an excuse for you doing every evil thing that your heart desires and you just cannot stop. But guess what? God is going to prove what He's proving us. You understand? Because these brothers and these sisters come in here and they get clean. They clean up their life. They actually repent. Repent means to stop what you are doing and turn around and do something else. And that something else is to keep God's law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
So if you haven't done that, then you haven't repented. Okay? Keep going.
And found them worthy for Himself.
Worthy for Himself. Man, when I found out how unworthy I was, oh my God, and the UPK laid it on you too.
Damn right.
You understand? They don't hold back. They don't sugarcoat. They don't, whatever. What else can you say? They don't hold back. They don't sugarcoat.
Coddle you.
Huh?
They don't coddle you.
They don't coddle. They ain't giving you no bottle and no baby up in here. Boy, you getting the raw truth. You understand? That's what you get up in here. Okay? And that's what? Guess what? That's what black people need in order to change.
Right.
That's what we need, the damn truth. That's the only thing that helped me change. All of them years I was sitting in the church and never changed. Came in here and started immediately.
Damn right.
You understand? Started immediately because I knew that it had to be done or the Lord was going to put me to death. You understand? That's what's in the Bible. So I turned around and said, hell with that. I want to be counted worthy like what the scriptures say. You understand? I want to be worthy of that crown that Christ may put on my head. You understand? That's what I want to do. I want to be worthy of that. So guess what? It's something that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to give up something in order to get something. And that thing that you have to give up is sin. You understand? And that thing that you have to grab onto is righteousness. All right? Keep going, Abon.
Kana. As gold in the furnace hath He tried them, and received them as a burnt offering.
So you get that. You understand? Jump to the next article. All right? You're going to go through some things. You're going to get tried. It's like the same way with fine gold. It goes through a furnace. It start off as like a nugget or a big block. You understand? And it got to get melted down in order to make it into a piece of jewelry. Okay? It has to get tried. If you got something with some flakes all on it, boy, it's going, man, as soon as the fire hit it, the gold, the flakes going to start flying up with the goddamn smoke. You're gonna have flakes all in your face. You understand? But guess what? But if it's real though, boy, it's gonna melt down nice and fine. You're gonna be able to stir it up, pour it in something, and make you a fine piece of jewelry out of it. You understand? That's what the Lord is going to do with us right now. You understand? It's turn around and turn us into that fine piece of jewelry.
Right.
Right? Keep going.
2 hairstylists with coronavirus served 140 clients while symptomatic in Missouri.
Okay, now this one right here. We're gonna skip this one, but I wanted you to read the other one first because there's 2 of them. At first, it was one barber that did 90. Now you gotta go to the skip to the 2 hairstyles. Skip past that and go to the next one. It was the first hairstylist did 90 people, infected 90 people with it. Then a few hours after this article dropped. You understand? And they turned around and did the rest. So now it's 2 of them with 140 damn folk got their goddamn COVID because of these hairstyles. You know what I mean? That is ridiculous. And then what's so crazy is that they turned around and they showed a picture of a stylist in I think it was Detroit, I believe. It was a devil, and she's cutting her outside. Now all of the goddamn police that's patrolling the area got on masks and gloves, but the damn stylist and the person in the chair does not. Like that makes a lot of sense, don't it? You know what I'm saying? If you claim to want to stop the spread of this virus, then why ain't she in a mask and in gloves? Why isn't he in a mask and in gloves? You understand? They don't give a damn, man. You understand? This is why they shouldn't even open this up just yet.
Right.
The coronavirus the numbers was going down when they was making everybody stay at home and making it mandatory for you to stay 6 feet apart, making it mandatory for you to sanitize your hands anytime you touch yourself, spray your shoes when you walk in and out the house. You understand? Do all of that. The numbers started going down, but as soon as they opened it up, oh boy, the numbers went right back up. You understand? Skip to that one, the one we're talking about rising. Because we had a couple of articles with Ohio and Texas. Texas got it the worst. Numbers in those.
You going Ohio?
No, doubling. I think it's where numbers are going to double. Go to that article. Ohio had to issue an apology for telling black people. This is why I said again, here it is in the middle of the pandemic, they still vilify you. You understand? You still the criminal, you still whatever it is. They turned around and told them, don't be putting gang symbols on y'all masks. Don't be wearing gang colors on y'all masks. You understand? Like here, you supposed to be trying to save these people's life. Urge them to put on a mask. Urge them to put on gloves. Use the sanitizer. Stay 6 feet away. Don't go to parties no more than 10 people and all of that. Urge them that. Not turn around and say, don't be crippin' out here. You understand? Don't be blooding and fucking and vice lording out here with y'all mask on. You know what I mean? Which is ridiculous, man. Like I said, these people, they care absolutely less about you. You understand? They really hate blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. What you got? You got an article?
Sir.
All right, let's get it.
Out of control. Coronavirus still spreading uncontrolled in 24 U.S. states, and death toll could triple in next 2 months.
Good night. The death, ooh. Don't turn around and jump up there the next 2 months. Go ahead, read a little bit of that out.
Researchers at Imperial College London created a model that incorporates cell phone data, which showed people sharply reducing their movements after stay-at-home orders were broadly imposed in March.
Mm-hmm.
But with restrictions now easing and people getting out and about, the study developed an estimate of viral spreads as of May 17.
Okay, drop that. Let's go on and go to these Covidcops. All right. I'm going to show you the incident that happened out here in Missouri, out here in St. Louis, man. First, there was an incident with the comedian. Uh, what's his name? David Collier, right?
Oh,
The good old comedian.
Michael Carter.
Oh, Michael Collier. So, somebody got something to say?
Did you have something to say on the calling line?
Okay, those were mute their line.
Okay.
Mute your phone if you don't have anything to say. So they sort of Michael Collier, they stopped him in a park in Philadelphia, right? And he was going in on that goddamn cop. He said, "Damn, he ain't got nothing else better to do. He's trying to move up from riding the bike to maybe a motorcycle or a car or something. Boy, yeah, me out." You understand? But they stopped the brother. Now he's not supposed to be smoking, but they stopped the brother and told him that he is breaking the law. He said, "How's that?" He said, "You're smoking in the park." And he turned around and put the camera on the devil that's walking through the park smoking. And he said, "Oh, so you ain't gonna stop him too, right? You just gonna let him walk, right? Oh, so you can't be smoking black in the park. You understand? Right. If you white, you good." And he turned around, that devil walked right on past it. They ain't bothered, they ain't say nothing to him. They didn't say a word. But they did stop the brother. Now, like I said, it's a sin for him to be smoking. But just to show you that they don't even give a damn if you are a comedian, if you got some money, if you anything in this world, they don't give a damn. To them, you are a naked. And at that moment, he said nakers shouldn't be smoking in the park.
Right.
And so they gave the brother a ticket. You understand? But they let the devil walk right on past. They didn't say, "Hey, you come here, smoke with it. Get in line right here.
Damn right.
Get in line right behind this gentleman. We're gonna issue your ticket too." They didn't do that. You understand? They didn't do that at all. Cause why? Because it's against you. They hate you. That was one of their people that walked past smoke. So they were there. Right. Don't smoke. Matter of fact, I'm sure the cop is going to go find that white boy, have smoke with him.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying? I'm pretty sure he would have had. That's all white people do is smoke together. Yeah, all of them on the jobs, the contracts I got, that's all they do is smoke together. They take 30 damn smoke. Do they ever work? Do they ever work on the job? There's always smoke break. They come to work to go to smoke break.
That's why they tolerate the nakers there, because they the ones who actually do the work.
Man, come on. You understand? You already know. You already know. All right, jump to the give me the next one. We're gonna go to some Covidcops. All right. This incident right here, I'm gonna play this little quick video, and then I'm gonna play this interview real quick to show you what happened out here in St. Louis at a local Sam's Club. Let me show you what happened to this sister and this woman is over 60 years old, and the police beat her and her son because they thought she stole a TV. Look at how he's all on the woman, man. You understand? That's the brother right there. They just slammed her all to the ground, beat her up, beat the son up, thinking that they stole the TV. It's right there inside, man. Inside the same. All right. Now, let me play the interview. Let me play the interview. That was a tape of that an onlooker, you know, saying someone inside the store was recording. Let me see. I think this is the interview right here. And this should remind you of something, man. Okay, hold on. Let me find it with it. God, one second, hold on. Hold on, bear with me one second. Da, 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 da. One second, let me find it. Come on. Find that interview. I think it's this one here. I think it's that one. Look that up and see if it's that one. While we waiting on that one, while we waiting on the brother to find that for me. There was a sister and a brother, a sister named Breonna Taylor, right? This sister turned around, was in the bed with her man at about 2 in the morning when the police had turned around. Pull that story up for me, Upon. The one about Breonna Taylor. The police had turned around and they had, kicked in their door, 2 in the morning. The brother is licensed to carry. You understand? The police had talked about the incident in which took place. I mean, her attorney is that they never alerted themselves once they got the door open. They didn't say police freeze. You know what I'm saying? Does anybody hear? They didn't, warn anyone that could be on the inside that there was a police kicking in their door and not just some person. You understand? Is that the one? That one, the one with the interview? Find that one for me there. Find the interview. Because I think that, was that the, I gave you the article. If you click on the link, the interview should be in there. It's not in there? Okay, no sweat. Go back to the Gmail then. Or you can just find the interview. I want to play that interview of what she said. You turn around and this sister and the brother, like I said, they in the bed 2 in the morning. The brother heard they couldn't get the door open on the first kick. So he thinking somebody's trying to kick into his home, right? So he gets up, get his gun, the man is licensed to carry, you understand, and everything else. Gun legit. All right. So the brother goes up as they run into his house, he starts firing. You understand? And the police starts firing back. The police fire and hit that sister, man. Hit her about 10 times, they say. She's in the bed in her underwear, laying down like she normally does, sleep. You understand? The way that, most of us go to sleep. You understand? And where they nice and comfortable. And she's comfortable in her bed with her husband, and they get woke up to a damn battering ram and kick their door in. And the police, they never said anything. They never turned around and said, this is the police, freeze, hands up, who's in the house. They never said anything. So because this brother turns around and fires at the police, you know what they're doing? They're blaming him for her murder, man. You understand? And this is what's taking place. This is what I call them the Covidcops. You understand? And guess what? The man that they was looking for was already in police custody. So how could they even make a mistake like this and turn around and murder an innocent sister? You know what I mean? They took and murdered an innocent sister. Look on YouTube for the video or something.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. I thought you got it.
Yeah, it is a video.
I'm saying you found it.
Yes, it's a
Was
video.
Was it in the Gmail or you
Yeah.
just looked it up?
It's in Gmail.
Which
video,
one is it?
Video.
What does it say? What's the title on it?
Video from the View.
Give me that. I'm
It's
saying.
it's a video from the show The View on Breonna Taylor.
No, I'm saying. Did you find that in here?
Yes, in the Gmail.
No, not the Breonna Taylor. Not I own the video. Just report the article.
Find the article.
Yeah, you ain't find the article.
No, it's not one in the Gmail.
It's just a video on that one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no sweat. I thought we had the article on that. Look, okay. Hold on one second. Find the video for the incident that happened at the Sam's Club here in.
Got it.
You got the interview?
Covidcops, St. Louis American.
Okay, type it in here. Put it in there for me, so that way we can play it on the TV, so everybody can see. The water, warriors. Like I said, so there's no article on Breonna Taylor, but pretty much in a nutshell, that's what ended up happening. And now this brother has to turn around and fight for his damn freedom when, I mean, damn, who wouldn't do that if they got a gun? Somebody's kicking at the door. Who ain't gonna turn around and shoot as soon as you enter? You know what I'm saying? And then you not even, it's 2 a.m, it's dark, all the lights is out, you kicking and ramming the door, you don't know what's going on the inside. So of course he's trying to defend himself and his family. And then, because you shoot the woman, they say shot over about 40 times in his sister's house. They shot in about 40 times in his brother and his sister's house and hit her about 10 while she was laying in the damn bed, man. You understand? And then now her man is being charged with her murder. Like, the white man is the devil, the Bible says.
That's right.
There's no other way that we can explain the people that rule over us, man. That they are the devil. You understand? You got it out. That's it. That's it. Let me get it up. Stop. The water warrior. Okay, now this is the interview with the sister and the brother in the Sam's Club. 1 second. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. It was a long interview. I just want to let
We filed a lawsuit against the city of Des Peres and the police officers, the specific police officers involved in brutalizing Mrs. Marvia Gray.
They're trying to
and
explain
Derek Gray
to them, like, who are they? They civilians.
without
You know what I'm saying?
any cause or
They're trying to explain
provocation.
to the people that,
And as
you know, they
caught
didn't steal no
on the
TV.
video, the officers
yeah,
showed
they come right
and
on in
beat
trying to
both
arrest.
Mrs. Gray and Derek Gray inside a Sam's Club on March 23rd. We're fortunate that there was an individual, 2 individuals at the store that had the presence of mind to capture video of the incident. And we all know how important video is. At this stage, we filed the lawsuit. The family is seeking an independent investigation. You know, it's tragic when you think about our history, whether it's Michael Brown in Ferguson or it's Ahmaud Arbery in Brunswick, Georgia. We are demanding accountability. We are demanding justice. And that's why Mrs. Gray has filed this lawsuit this morning against the city of Des Peres and the specific officers that unjustifiably brutalized her on March 23rd. The reason why it's called today,
These are Covidcops. They ran right on in
Miss Marvia
and turned
Gray.
around and accused them. I'm gonna try to skip to the interview. and accuse him of stealing a TV.
This is not to
Now, that's what happens to you when you turn around when you are
is more entitled to justice
black
than the person
in America
who lives
and
in
you're
North County,
shopping.
North City, or South County.
They know everybody got damn stimulus checks and they buying TV.
I'm surprised.
Here
You
you go.
come about
1 second. Let me get to the point where she started at. 1 second. I want you to hear a little bit of this sister, what she said.
We look towards law enforcement to keep the peace. Keep the peace. If you don't remember it,
They don't keep the peace, brother.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They ran right in there, didn't even know what was going on, didn't even damn ask. You understand? And ran right up on their brother and their sister
March 23rd.
to jam them on. Here we go.
Okay, on March 23rd, we was returning the TV. Derek and myself. Okay, on returning the TV, I'm explaining to the manager what my situation is, coming to the store for so many years and all of this. And that's the only thing I was saying. When, and to my surprise, here come about 3 or 4, 5 cops coming and just throwing me to the floor. You know, it just took me by my purse and just slammed me to the floor like I was some kind of nothing. And then I'm like, watch it. You guys, y'all hurting me. What you doing? What is going on? You know, like that. Okay, I'm slammed to the floor. Then I'm looking at, I look again, my son being beaten. My son being beaten up too. I'm like, what you guys doing to him? Why you guys beating on him like that? To my surprise, we winded up in the same position, Derek and I. So then I'm looking up and I'm like, oh my God. I'm looking at these police just beating him and kicking him and all of this. I said, they're going to kill him. I said, they're going to kill him. I could see my son die before my eyes. I said, I knew it was happening. So I turned to the right and I said this young man was in dreadlock. I said, call channel 2. Call channel 2. He said, I got your back. I got your back like that. But you couldn't hear him, but I knew that's what he was saying. So I turned back around and I just gave up. I said, well, you know what, God? I said, this is the way Derek is going to go. I said, I know I'm going to leave here one day, but they're going to kill him. I said, they're going to kill my child. They was beating that kid so bad. So by that time, I don't know what happened. I got up, and for some reason, I was so helpless. I walked toward this one guy, and I was asking him, help me. He said, get out of my way, like I was a dog. And then I said, please don't handcuff me. I said, don't have the handcuff on me so tight. I said, I got all kind of illnesses. I said, I have rheumatoid arthritis, I have sarcoidosis, I have it all. I said, you guys, stop it. Oh no, they was constantly beating my child. I go outside and I'm looking at rivers and rivers of cops coming into that place. And I just knew, I said, well, then this is the way I said, they're going to die. And then I'm saying, I just, oh my God.
32 is 14.
My child, I don't raise
And then bring it back. Yeah.
She had already bought it. It was bringing it back.
Returning the TV. Yeah.
Thanks. No, thanks, Miss Gray.
And you trying to kill him? I don't have no faith in the police no more. No. And then Derek looked at me and he said, and I can't forget this look. He said, he was so quiet. He said, Mom, they are hurting me, Mom. They
They are hurting me.
So
I don't have no faith in the police no more.
I'm gonna stop it right there. Say, I ain't got no faith in the police no more.
Damn right.
First off, we should have never had any faith in the police and in this damn system of theirs.
Right.
You understand? And it's because of our leaders why we believed in them in the first place. You understand? It's because of our leaders as to why we even thought that justice pertained to us as well as them. You understand? It's because of our leaders as to why we even thought that, you know what, they're going to treat us fairly one day. They're going to treat us like human beings. Like she said, they treated me like I was a dog. You understand? And look at all of them damn police for AT. The woman was bringing the TV back. You know what I mean? Like, you can even bring back an item without a receipt. She said, look at my purse. Like, I got the damn receipt. You know what I'm saying? She got the receipt for it. But you can bring back an item without the receipt. You just don't get no cash back. If you either put it on, I don't know if they do that at Sam, but I know at Walmart, they put it on a card. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they do the same thing there. Oh, you got the box, TV. Okay, they check the item, look at it, and everything. Yep, TV. Okay, take it back up. You know what I'm saying? Close it up, tape it up, and then give you a gift card and let you get your money back that way. You know what I'm saying? I've done that several different times with things I bought that was expensive. Lost the damn receipt, and they turned around and gave me a gift card. I went back in the store and went shopping again. Mm-hmm. But not this day. This sister couldn't do that. You understand? This sister didn't have the pleasure of going to go and pick out another TV. She was dissatisfied with it for whatever her reason. And she brought it back. And this is what it caused. You understand? A whole incident where, like she said, I'm looking at my son and he could be killed right in front of my eyes. You understand? He could be murdered. They very easily to subdue her. Threw her to the ground, put cuffs on her. They wasn't paying her no attention. But that nigga that she was with, they was ready to kill him. That's what they was ready to kill. You understand? And leave her crying over her damn son, just like they did Michael Brown's mother. And that's every other brother that get murdered at the hands of these cops. Go ahead,
Rocky, but like even in that, they said it gave him a concussion and knocked out 3 teeth.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
For bringing something back.
For bringing something back to the store. And the people in the store, they were the ones that accused him of stealing it, right? And they the ones called for it. I think that's what happened. They thought the people they stole. I mean, damn, you got them on camera. All you got to do is take a few seconds to go look, and you'll see them bringing it in the store.
Right.
You understand? Now you would have to investigate. You would have to check 1,000,001 videos to go see if they took it out the store without paying for it. That's what they would have to try to find out. But you can't. You understand? Because she's bringing it back and she has the receipt. So that kills that. So it's supposed to be, oh, okay, was there anything wrong with it? I know they ask me that sometimes when I bring back some electronic or whatever. They'll say, was anything wrong with it? And I'll say, yep, I ain't want it. You understand? Simple as that. I don't want the damn thing. It ain't doing. I just took a TV back. You understand? It was damn Android, a smart Android TV, and it didn't do what I wanted it to do. So guess what I did with it? I put it back in the goddamn box, took it right back to the store, and they asked me, was anything wrong with it? I said, hell yeah. I don't like it. You understand? And I want my money back. And she said, okay, no problem. And refunded my money back to my card. Simple as that. You understand? So, but this sister and this brother, man, turned around and the brother almost lost his life. You understand? Now, I'm going to pull a couple more videos real quick. We're going to go pre-COVID-19 because there's so many different incidents that we can go on. Like I said, we're going to go pre-COVID and we're going to see has anything changed with the way police, like is the virus what's making them worse, or is it the virus that they're a virus them damn selves? Let's see what it is. I got a couple of videos. This was pre COVID-19. Let's see.
people were better than black people. I'm still recovering. Jim Crow, pervasive, systemic racism. This is just about.
Hold on. So hold on one second. Oh, here go another good one too. This is another good one right here. This was a gospel singer. Okay, this was a gospel singer gunned down in a traffic stop. All right, it says black gospel singer. This was post COVID, right? It's after the pandemic. It said black gospel singer 48 is gunned down during a traffic stop tussle with a Houston officer who was trying to detain him for a DUI after he admitted to drinking one mimosa. All right. So this is the gospel singer. It's him winning all of his awards. You understand? Hold on, slide with the pop-ups. Wait a minute. And they want you to pay to get the pop-ups to stop popping up.
Right.
You gotta pay for that. All right, there's some more pictures of the brother, him and his family. It said a Houston choir director and gospel singer was fatally shot by a police officer during a traffic stop on Friday, prompting fury from the man's family, who has demanded that the department release footage of the killing. And it says Adrian Medeiros, 48, who was black, was shot during an alleged scuffle with a police officer who stopped him on suspicion of drunken driving early Friday. Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo said Monday afternoon that he would not release the video until he could meet with the family and personally show it to them. All right. So the family turned around and went complaining. I know his brother did most, right? They say he was like close, real close to his brother. So his brother went in and was trying to demand that video. And he was like, of course, saying he wasn't even that type of cat, to be tripping. What he did was the police pulled him out the car. He admitted to having that one drink. And then that's where the scuffle went from there. And of course, they claim he grabbed grabbed the taser. You understand? So of course he grabbed the gun, shot the man. He was trying to, get the gun out of his hand or keep his hands off of the damn taser or whatever. So here it is again. You understand? Now this is a brother. Now you in the Christian church. You understand? You're supposed to be covered with the blood of Jesus.
Right.
You got to know that stuff does not work. That voodoo and that magic, guess what? It's not even working for you Christians. You understand? And of all times, to where now, guess what? They done been coming up on the rough side of the mountain, doing everything at first. But now this COVID, now you're starting to see that you're just a nigga that just likes to sing songs. You understand? That goes to a Christian church that likes to dance and bam a tambourine. That's all you is to them people now.
That's right.
You understand? You ain't nothing special. You know what I mean? Nothing special at all. So it should be a lesson, man, to our people, to where they can really see that we need to separate from them. And the video, the video, I think it's these, but it's nothing on it. Yeah. That's where the video is supposed to be at right there, huh? But these were some post videos. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube real quick. All right. It was one that I wanted that I had that the brother was a fake Israelite, and the police had turned around and kicked his goddamn uh, kicked his window out, snatched him out the damn car, and he got the he got the screaming, yeah, basically he was screaming Jesus for real. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, man, but you know, all you gotta do is just get here. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to the whole thing. The brother, if he'd have been in here with us, he would have known the protocol, you know what I'm saying, and how to deal with the police when they pull you over.
Right.
All of that, man. You know? But no, he didn't. You know? So 1 second, let me find it. Is it? No, that's Fernando Castillo. Of course, we see that one. Okay, here go one. This
Next, frightening
is
moments
free.
for a sheriff's deputy during a traffic stop in Florida. Authorities say the driver appeared agitated and refused to cooperate, suddenly taking off with the deputy hanging from the door. The driver dragging him not once but twice. The deputy with his gun drawn. Here's ABC.
So like, hold on, that's not the one. We're gonna go pre.
For Breon King, shock and despair still 1 year after her experience with an Austin police officer.
I've become afraid of the people who are supposed to protect me and to take care of me.
That fear, she said.
See, you heard? That's Christianity all day long.
Right.
They're supposed to protect me, not hurt me. It's a goddamn shame that we even think that the people that's murdering us since forever
Right.
is the ones that's supposed to protect you.
Right.
That right there is silly in itself. And I hate that this happened to this sister, and I hate more so than that her goddamn mindset. For her to even believe that the words that's on the side of the call, they actually live by that when it comes to you. To serve and protect. They don't serve and they don't protect you. Right. They pull you out your car, they slam you, they beat you, they kill you, they do what they want to do to you. And this is what happens.
Officer Brian Richter.
Is your driver's license or being stopped for speeding?
What happened is caught on his patrol car video, obtained exclusively by the KU Defenders and the Austin American Statesman. Officer Richter says in this report that he asked King to close her car door should she try to run away.
All right, take your seat back in the car so we close the door. Put your feet back in the car so I can close the door.
When she didn't immediately comply, he attempts to forcibly remove her, and things escalate fast.
No, why are you killing me? Oh my God!
As their confrontation
Stop resisting, you shot her out the car.
a second time.
Good. How you doing, that little girl, man?
Says he
That's a
acted
little
so
girl.
quickly because King reached to the passenger side of the car. He says he didn't know if she had a weapon. He also said King showed what he called a, quote, uncooperative attitude and resisted by...
Let me tell you something. I'm not scared of no woman with no weapon.
Right.
I don't give a damn how big, how small, how, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it like Debo. Girl, what you gonna do with that? Besides make me mad. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scared of my sisters, no woman, man, with no goddamn gun, a bazooka, a AK, a damn Gatling gun. You know what I'm saying? Some shit from Star Wars. I ain't scared at all. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. And you a whole cop. You got tasers. You got spray. You got guns. You got backup. You got all kinds. You got a button you can push for backup. You ain't got to call. They got a button on them too. You just push the damn button and backup come. You know what I mean? But you scared? You thought she had some weapons? Yeah, okay. She's sitting there. You understand? She's sitting there and said because she didn't move fast enough. You got irritated. And that's how they do. They already irritated with us.
A lot.
It ain't go ahead, Juan.
Yeah, he in the report he said an uncooperative attitude. You
Right.
the one with the uncooperative attitude.
Thank you. You understand?
Damn devil.
Exactly. He's the one that has the attitude to begin with. Her not moving her feet that fast, that shouldn't have killed you. You understand? But he was already there. He was wanting to do this to somebody.
Right.
And
Right.
she just so happened to be the pick.
Salaki.
Go ahead.
And ain't he supposed to be a trained professional? You know what I'm saying?
Of course
Which she putting all her faith and safety and security into when he's nothing but a murderer and a piece of crap.
Exactly. That's exactly what he is. But let's finish.
Watching her steering wheel, actions not caught on camera. King was charged with resisting arrest, a charge prosecutors immediately dismissed when they saw this video.
I was trying to figure out why this happened to me.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That little girl, man.
I was genuinely like fearful for my life.
And she's still
I didn't know what
traumatized by what this animal did to her. This is a year later.
But it doesn't end there. A few minutes later, on her way to jail, a calmer King talks to another APD officer, Patrick Spradlin, about relations between officers and the black community.
Because of their appearance or whatnot?
Officer Spradlin is heard offering possible explanations about why some people fear African Americans.
I can give you a really good idea why it might be that way. Violent tendencies.
Violent tendencies. Who was the one that was fighting at that moment?
Like a lot of the white people are afraid, and I don't blame them. Some of them, because of their appearance.
Did you read this though? You understand? Violent tendencies. She wasn't violent at all. You said license and registration. She went in there and got it. She wasn't talking back. She wasn't getting smart. She wasn't popping her gum and rolling her neck all in your face. She didn't give you no goddamn attitude. You understand? She didn't give you no violent tendencies, man. And he said, you know what? I don't blame him. I don't blame white people for being afraid. So he's trying to, like the scripture say, the words of his mouth are smooth and butter.
Right.
You understand? And he was finna kill that little girl, man. That's what he was finna do. You understand? That's what he was finna do. Like the white officer that pulled over the 65-year-old black woman out in St. John. You understand? And turned around and try to pull her over in a dark area to where you can't even see, there ain't hardly no lights in the area. And then she said, to hell with that, I'm gonna go pull in where some light at.
Right.
And she goes to 7-Eleven and pulled over. First thing he did was threw her out the car, got the feeling all on the woman's breast and all up between her legs. He was going to rape her. He was going to rape her. You understand? That's what he did. We brought that out, and they even had a little rally for this sister over there. And the first thing that these so-called black activists is talking about is he needs to be fired. They said, even if he works somewhere else, they just want him out of here. I'm telling you, man. You understand? Me, I want justice from the Lord.
That's right.
I want for the Lord to send Christ and handle his business the way he said he was going to in the Bible. You understand? On the people that oppress blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's what I want. I don't want you working nowhere else. You understand? I want you in chains where animals should be. Okay? That creature, Sasquatch, that they claim they've been looking for all this time, that's the goddamn creature right there.
Damn right.
That's the Sasquatch right there. They claim they can't never catch him. There he is. Right there. Trying to explain to this black woman why I just had to beat you and assault you the way that I did. Because I'm scared of you. Because of violent tendency. Because black people are so violent. But here you is, you try to slam her goddamn foot in the car door. That's what you try to do. You try to slam her foot in the car because she didn't move her foot fast enough. You try to slam her damn door shut, and then you blame her. And you tell her, violent tendency.
After more than a year,
Violent
the
tendency.
entire case
You know,
is
I
getting
don't
a
blame
new look. At the time, Officer Richter received the lowest level
Look at him
of
doing that, man.
counseling and training.
That
But
nasty
now, Alicia
bastard is
Aracetato said the
probably
department
trying
is
to get
doing
one
a
off
full
on that
review.
sister, man. Go ahead.
That's like it. They said this happened a year ago, and all they did was give them counseling.
Yeah. That's what they do. That's what they came up for for black people now is sensitivity training. You understand? That's what they giving white folks now. You know what I'm saying? When they turn around and do something to us, that's what they give them. They say, you know what? We're going to teach them how to be more sensitive to black people. Look, I'm not no bitch. I don't need nobody to be sensitive to me.
Right.
You understand? Black people need to get a little tough. You understand? Get a little tough, man. If you get out to church, well, church is closed, so you can't go to church. But if you come on to class, guess what? We put a little layer of thickness under that skin.
That's right.
You understand? So you won't be so goddamn soft and settle for something like sensitivity training. You understand? People is going around, they marching and protesting in the area right now for the different things that the oppressors have done, other like the Arabs, the Chinese, and all of the mistreatment that we have been going through here in St. Louis. And do you know what they're settling for? Sensitivity training.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It killed me, man. I went down there. We interviewed the protesters down there at the incident that happened at the gas mart of Delmar and Goodfellow. And they were so ecstatic that they had shut the place down for the day, man. Maybe been about a week. I'm not sure. I can't remember how long it was, but they negotiated for about a week. And I asked them, so what was the end conclusion? They said, well, we wanted them to give back to the black community, which is stupid, because that's not their community. Okay, that is so dumb to talk give back. So you can stay here. The reason it happened is because they stomped the system. They stomped the black woman in the gas station. So you can stay here as long as you give back to the black community. You can continue to stomp black people, though. That's what they're gonna do.
Right.
The next nigga that they get rid of, tired of, they're gonna stomp them out too.
That's right.
Okay? And then what's got me is that it looked like it never even happened. Mm-hmm. Nakers went right back in this business as if nothing ever happened. Oh, it's popping on the corner. You understand? They ain't missed a beat. That week ain't hurt them. Mm-mm. So they settled for giving back to the black community. And the way they gave back was they gave out about 10 backpacks to kids to school, right? And you can get them things for about $3. You know what I'm saying? $4. Thanks very much. They had to take all of the drug paraphernalia out of the store, which the Arabs, they sell all the dope. They find the nigger that come in there and tell them to sell the dope for them, have him sell the dope for them. That's what they doing in there. Then the final was sensitivity training. They had to go and get, I forgot, was it 8 hours? I can't remember how many hours it was. But they all had to get 8 hours of sensitivity training. Oh, and they so-called fired the one that did it. They just sent them to another gas station. Right. They didn't fire their family. You understand? Their family not sitting at home when they could be at the job with them. Right. You understand? They got other guys. They got 40 or 50 of them goddamn things. They just sent them somewhere else. Okay? That's what they did. And sensitivity training was a part of that deal. So that's what they did with him. You understand? Give them sensitivity training. Say, look, just be a little sensitive to the nakers. They've been through a lot. They've been through slavery. They're poor. Their mothers and fathers on crack and in prison. You understand? They're working, making minimum wage. They can't get their plates right for their car, stuff like that. Just be sensitive towards them. To hell with that sensitivity training, man. Take your sensitivity training and shove it up your ass.
That's right.
You understand? What I want to see is my people get some strength about yourself. I hate that sister that she's sitting there crying and as weak as she is. She is the weaker vessel. You understand? But guess what? If she would have already known that these people hate us, like what we know in our HBK, she wouldn't be sitting on tape crying. You understand? She wouldn't be on the video crying. And this is pre-COVID-19. Did it change? They still doing the same thing. You understand? They still doing the same exact thing. It's to the woman, to the man, to black people. They don't give a damn. This is why at this time right here, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the families, man, we should be coming together real close. You understand? We should be real close after this. Hell, we quarantine, we at home with each other every day. You understand? You can't go nowhere. You understand? Ain't nothing open. You can't do nothing to free your mind. Look, Shaquita get on your nerve. Look, okay, baby, let's talk. You understand? You gotta go work that thing out, man, and make that thing better. Cause guess what? You ain't got no choice in the matter. Now ain't no club open. You understand? It can't be no more than 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of y'all together. So he gonna come bust you up with it. You understand? So guess what? You ain't got nowhere to go. Work that thing out with your woman or your man. Let's make these families as strong as they can be. And most important, get into the ISUPK upon the command of Junior Hunter, man.
That's right.
And we're going to turn around and take over this thing. All right? So what we got to know is, like what the scripture said, is that God is going to prove us, man. You understand? And he's going to turn around and find us worthy for himself. And the only way we're going to do that is by keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. And with that, shalom, Israel.